Please tell everyone who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
I'm Jason. I work here in the shop, and I'm playtesting this horn today.
You certainly are, and this is the latest XLT STC C Trumpet.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And we're hoping to get Manny in here to play this thing.
Yeah, that'll be
we got to
fun.
hear we got to get Manny in here, for God's sakes.
Yep.
Okay, I want to go in the other room and talk to you about the last 2 months of Feldenkrais classes that we've had, Jason, and how that has affected you physically and psychologically, and how it's helped your playing and your golf game.
Okay,
so let's go talk about that.
All right.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, Dave.
How's this new horn doing?
It's a lot of fun. It's playing great.
Yeah, and you're making it sound really good. And you mentioned to me the other day in passing, I asked you, you were playing after hours here today. I said, Jason, you sound so good. What's going on? And what did you tell me?
Well, we've been doing the Feldenkrais lessons here at the shop every week for the past few months this summer, and it's helped the tension and stiffness in my upper back tremendously. It's the best my upper back has felt in years. My posture's gotten better, and it's the first time that, kind of without having to focus on it all the time, I can pick up the horn and bring it to my chops without the shoulders doing stuff and hunching down and rolling forward and all of that. So
yeah,
it's been pretty cool. That it's been something that's just been kind of nagging for me for a long time for a lot of reasons, is that my upper back gets real tight and I get a little collapsed. But
once a week, just once a week for 1 hour.
Once a week. I do it a little bit at home too, but not a lot.
Oh, you do?
Just a little bit.
All right. Well, that's way cool. Cool. And then talk about your golf game too, because this works for more than just trumpet, right? So you mentioned a really fun story about how your golf game has shifted, and then it took. Well, anyway, you go ahead and tell us.
Yeah. At first, earlier this summer, I noticed that I was able to rotate back a lot easier, and I guess I was used to, for years and years, kind of rotating my shoulders as far as they would go, and I would feel the tension at the end of the rotation here.
Show us exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you turn back in the swing, and I'm kind of sitting so you can't really see, but you want it to get to 90 degrees or so, and that was about as far as I could go, and I would turn it till it felt nice and tight, and then I'd hit it. And after doing the Feldenkrais thing, my upper back is way more mobile and can do more stuff, and I didn't realize it, but I was still turning to the point of feeling that tension, but I was getting way past 90 degrees.
You're getting so much more extension.
And the club was way past parallel and across the line, and I was hitting it terrible, and my golf game totally went to hell for a while. And then I finally figured out that if I feel like I take about a 3/4 swing, that's what has always been a full swing for me, and I was hitting it great. And I went out, the other day after I figured that out, I went out and shot even par, and won my little men's club event.
For 9 holes or for 18?
No, 18 holes.
18 holes, and you shot even par?
Bogeyed the last hole.
That's you would have been 1 under other than the bogey on the last hole. That's quite a endorsement, I think, of 2 months of once a week doing Feldenkrais.
Yeah, and when I backed off and didn't try to turn everything to the point of I couldn't physically do it anymore, then it just became so much easier, and I wasn't really hitting it shorter, but I felt like I was swinging way easier and still getting the power that I always had, but with a lot less effort.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So that was pretty cool.
All right, okay, so this is why almost every client that visits the shop now from all over the country or all over the world, we send to either Alice or Wally, and this is why. Yeah. Everything just gets better. I mean, people have seen the playing demonstrations of how much the playing gets better, but it's true of everything, obviously, including the golf game.
Yeah, anything that you know that you have a lingering lack of flexibility or stiffness or some kind of range of motion issue that just dogs you all the time, especially if you have a specific thing you know about. I mean, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can't remember the quote exactly, but the Feldenkrais folks have a saying that the Feldenkrais method makes the impossible possible, the possible much easier, and the much easier more elegant, or something like that. I'm going to get skewered because that's not it exactly, but you get the drift.
I get the idea, and it's totally true.
Yeah. Thank you, Jason. Great job.
Yeah, anytime.
Do that again. Do a double. What is that?
Just something silly I screwed around with doing one day and kept doing.
It sounds very fun.